Right farmers, it's Friday the 10th of March and we're back with some mods. So first up we've got construction fence. This is by Gamer Designs, 0.21 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under decorations and fences. So we'll scroll all the way along to the end. There it is, 25 quid, pound, euro, dollars, whatever you want to call it, per section. Obviously click it down and drag it out. Bit like that fence you'd see around construction sites, which is why it's got the name construction fence. Oh, fair enough. Something different. Very nice. Right, next up is wooden barns. This is by Bart, 13.77 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these two in the construction menu and under sheds. So we've got two here. We've got 10 grand for that one, wooden barn. We've then got 9.5 grand for that one, which is wooden barn 2. Now, I've had a look at these. I can't see any difference, mind you, but all right, fair enough. You come into this door like that, open that up. You've got a little bit of a workshop inside, and you've even got the pillar drill in the corner. You can pick up these tools. Ace, got some hammer, gonna knock in some nails or put up some drywall, something like that. Lift those up as well. No, right, fair enough. So we come out of there. We spin around, nice bit of decoration, nice bit of junk on the front. Got a bit of a outside carport type thing. But I like these because these doors are held in place by these sticks. Poles, whatever you want to call them. So you press B, open that, moves out the way and goes over there. Oh, that's ace. We'll do this door as well whilst we're here. I like that. You move the stick out the way that's holding the door closed and it gets put up the side. That's ace. And once you get inside, fair enough, it's a wooden barn. Bit of junk in the corner. Open up these. Yeah, like that. Got that one. Oh, is that not a door? That's not a door there. You've got this little one there. And open up that one. Is that a door? Open up that one as well. That's strange, because that one looks like a door as well. Go around the outside. Let's have a look. Oh, it's because the poles go up against it. What about if we close that? And then we'll close that one. Can we then open this one? That sticks in the way. Well, if we close that, can we now open this one? Oh, you can. It didn't let me do it when the other two are open. Fair enough. When you have got this little door here as well, although it's right in the middle. Can we open it from the inside? Yeah, there you are. Obviously, once those two big doors are closed, you can open it from the outside. I mean, the second barn, exactly the same. Can't see any difference with it, mind you, but I must admit, they are nicely detailed on the woodwork, the weathering sort of texture to it. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Cowshed. This is by Rother, 38.72 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows. As you can well imagine, 50 grand to place down. It's going to hold 40 cows. And there they are, just having a little bit of a chill out. Now, what you can do is open up that door if you wanted to. Nice latch animation on that. Can I open up that gate? No, just close it. You can come into this door if you wanted to as well. Go through there, and then down this end is where you put all your feed and your straw in. You have got this option of going into this door like that. A little bit of a storage area. You can even go through there, or you can come out of that door into the carving area. Yeah, I mean, there's no carving facility on it, mind you, but they are there just for the aesthetics of it all. If you wanted to go down that road, we'll come out this end, we'll spin it back around. I mean, that's nice on that. I mean, that patchwork on the rendering, on the actual outside, it goes all the way down there, that's ace. You then got your milk taking out point and your animal dialogue box. So if you really wanted to, why is that door not opening actually? It's interesting. There you are, that's better. So you've got to get it just right. Back a trailer down if you really wanted to. Or just open up that door as well. Back a trailer in there. Once you get inside, you've got this light switch just there for you. Press B, turn it on. Oh, I like that. That's a nice cow barn. Got a bit of outdoor area for your cows. And then down here is your slowly taken out point. Oh, I like that. That is very nice. Right, next up is the... Now, I'm going to try and pronounce it. Piave building. This is by AgroPix 43.75 megabyte on the download. I apologise if I've pronounced the name of the mod wrong and the name of the actual modder itself. But you're going to find the first one in the construction menu and under buildings and farmhouses. Because you've got the farmhouse building just there, 180 grand to buy. We'll then come up to sheds and we'll scroll along to find the first one. So we've got this one here, 20 grand, small shed, small barn, whatever you want to call it. We then move over to the next one, which is 40 grand, which is just called shed. And we then move over to the last one, which is 80 grand, and that's called shed as well. Fair enough. These are nicely detailed buildings, sort of like a Mediterranean style. That's what I say go for anyway. So you've got your sleep trigger just there. Come down here, and you've got a workshop trigger underneath. That's all right. And you can go upstairs as well. So it's a little narrow, I must admit, on that one. So you might get a little stuck, but once you get up here, nice hayloft. Yeah, and you got this opening here as well. Just load stuff straight in. I like that. I like that. Just pull your tractor underneath. That's ace. And obviously, you got the, what's it, small shed? Small decorative barn. A little area you can store stuff up there. A little side piece as well. Then you got the barn shed itself again. Obviously, these are quite narrow, so you're not going to get anything massively wide on it, but still. I mean, it's like going through there, you could easily get like a header on a trailer for your harvester, no problem. And coming over to this one, it's the bigger version. And you're going to struggle to get big things in here, mind you. Because obviously there's not a lot of turning circle, but still, storing bales or pallets or smaller pieces of equipment or vehicles. Yeah. Sure, I do like this house though. That is definitely something you'd see on holiday in Spain. Very nice. Right, next up we've got Red Barn Pack. This is by FSG Modding, FSG Tasman. 50.04 megabyte on the download, and there is a ton to this pack. 16 barns, type barns, style barns in this. And it is amazing. Right, so first up we've got this one here in the construction menu and under animals and cows. So we've got this one here, 100 grand for the cow barn. It's going to hold 150 cows and it's big. It is very big, but that's ace. Secondly, we're going to be under pigs. So we get in there like that. 75 grand. That's going to hold 150. No, that's sheep actually. There we are. That's better. 50 grand. It's going to hold 75 sheep. Then we go over to pigs. That's better. So we've got 75 grand, 150 pigs in there. We then move on to chickens. So we go in there like that. 45 grand is going to hold 200 chickens. We then move up to bees, because we've got everything covered in this pack. We'll scroll along for that one. 25 grand, 33 Langstroth hives. We'll then move over to the horses, because you don't want to miss those out. 65 grand for a horse barn. And that's going to hold 16 horses. It's going to hold 30 horses. That says there. It's interesting indeed. Then we'll come over to these. So they're going to go up there and under buildings and tools, I believe it was. There we are. So 30 grand, 3-bay garage workshop. We'll then go to the next one. It's going to be under silos. So we've got 2 in this one. So we'll scroll along to the first one. That's Red Barn with silos. That's going to hold 500,000 litres. We'll then move on to the smaller version, 50 grand. Obviously holds 250,000 litres. We then move on to farmhouses. So go up into there. There you are. 50 grand for your farmhouse. We then come up to sheds. So we'll scroll along to find the first one of this. There you are. Red Barn Shed, 50 grand. We then got the second one, which is the bale storage. We then got the third one, which is the drive-through shed. We then got the fourth one, which is an open shed. And we then got the last one there, which is an open garage. And then to finish off the pack, we're going to come up to productions and generators, because we've got this here, 50 grand. It's going to pay you 2,880 a month. Right, so that's where all your stuff is. Now this cow barn is ace. So you've got your taking out point for your slurry just there. You can open up all the doors in all these buildings. You can open up all this ace. We'll come around here and I like this. I like this. Come up here like that. Up the ramp. Open up these doors. There's something inside that's brilliant. So obviously you come up the ramp, you can load all your hay in here and just bale it up, whatever. But you come over here, you got a little hatch. Open up the hatch door. Oh, awesome. Love it. So we'll come out of there and we'll come down this side, whoop, over the edge like that. And then you can open up this door here. There we are. So in there is going to be your straw. Obviously double door at the end. You can open up those as well. But we can also do, for a bit of immersive roleplay, obviously the cows are in the shed at the minute. Open up those. Let them in the barn at night. That's ace. It's even got an extinguisher on the wall. That's brilliant. So we'll come back out of there. And you've got your animal dialogue box there. Open up the gate if you wanted to. You can bring the trailer down. Click on that. There you are. 150 into there. Got your loading in point for your feed just there. And we'll hop over. We'll hop over this side of the fence. Because you can got your other door if you wanted to go in that side. Just like that. There we are. It's strange that the cows don't come in actually, mind you. But alright, can we pick that up? No, it's just there for aesthetics. Right, fair enough. So we'll come out of there. We're going to come down this end. This is where you're going to be taking out your milk. So inside there is your milk tanks. Taking out point there. It's got a built-in manure heap. That's all right. Then we're back to the start on that one. Now, this horse barn is ace. So obviously you've got your animal dialogue box at the side there. You can open up the gate as well if you wanted to. So click on that. So 16. That being said, in the construction menu, that said it could hold 30. Which is a bit... but it's only letting me put 16 in. Alright, fair enough. Now I'll open up this door like that. So once you get inside, this looks ace. Look, they've got their own little stalls in there. You can open up all these doors as well individually. Now there is a little hatch that goes upstairs. Now I can't get up this ladder. I tried, not working, but alright, fair enough. So all these individual ones open up, and the ones that are facing the outside as well, you can open up those gates if you want to let them out, have a bit of a run around. But in the middle, obviously you've got your loading in point for your food and your straw there. Come up to this one, open shutters. So on those windows there. Yes! I'll tuck them in for the night, close the windows. I like that. I like that a lot. When you come out of here as well, that's a nice building. I don't normally do horses, but that is a nice horse building. Ah, fair enough. Come around here, you got your bees. Can't open that door. Right, fair enough. And we'll come around to the next one. You've got your chickens. And that's a bit strange because there's a chicken on the outside. You've got 2 hatch marking areas here, and he's just disappeared through the wall. But alright, fair enough. So that means there should be 2 egg pallet spawn points. Alright, fair enough. Come into here, open up that door like that. There's your loading in point for your food. Animal dialogue box is just there if you don't get stuck on the pillar. 200 going in. Now there. I mean, they go through that little hatch door, whatever you want to call it, archway. I like that. Then we'll come around here, and this is going to be your pigs. So you've got your slurry taken out point there. We'll come around here. We'll open up that door like that. And there's your animal dialogue box just there. So you've got 150 going in. And I like this as well, because again, you've got loading in point there, and you've got a loading in point there. One's going to be for your straw and one for your food. Can you open up these gates? No, you can't open them up on the pigs. What about this one? You can open up the internal gates and everything else. Alright, maybe just not the pigs. Fair enough. We'll open up that like that. And we come down to the last animal pen. It's going to be your sheep. It's an animal dialogue box just there. 75 going in. You've got a loading in point for 2 things, to be fair. But only takes 1 thing. Alright, fair enough. Then you've got your wool pallet spawn point just there. I imagine you can load into 2 different... I'd imagine because it's 2 different pens. Right, fair enough. Then we'll come back around. Because this is what I mean. This pack is huge. So the first one's going to be the 3-door workshop. So this should be a workshop, as the name would suggest. So we'll open up these doors just here. Like that. Open up that one. And then that one. There you are. Pull your vehicle in. Pull your equipment in. Hit the spanner. Picks it all up. And next to that, we've got the big silo. It's a bit of a side piece on the go there. But can we open up these, actually? Let's have a look. Yes. She's got a barn as well. And a massive silo. 500,000 litres. And it is big. Load in, load out at the front there. What about this bit? This little... Oh, it is. Little open-ended bit there. Oh, is that side door into the big building? Let's have a look. Yes. Yes, it is. Or like that. You've got the doors there. Drive-through option on the go. The more I look around this pack, yeah, I do like it. Then you've got the smaller silo, 250,000 litres on that one. Open up that door as well. Go upstairs. Oh, oh, indeed. There you are. Bit of a hayloft on the go. It's all right. You might need to handball them up, mind you, but all right, fair enough. Spin around the side like that. There's your loading in, loading out point to there. And we'll come over to the main house. It's sort of like an Elm Creek style one. You've got your sleep trigger just there. But down here, you've got your wardrobe trigger. That's the shop icon. All right, fair enough. If it works, it works. Don't worry about it. And we'll come over to the barn. So we've got a side piece on the go there. Open up the big doors like that. There you are. No way to get upstairs, mind you, but it's a big barn. Another side piece on the go there. We've got another shed, barn, whatever you want to call it. That's alright. Get your bigger piece of equipment in there. Smaller ones on the side. I like those stonework there, though. That's alright. And we'll come round to the next one, the drive-through barn. So obviously, as the name would suggest, it's got a drive-through option on it. Straight through. No messing. Then we'll come down to this open air barn. I like that. I mean, I like on all of them. Like the detail on the woodwork. Yeah. Ace. And we'll come to the last building itself. Another barn again. What's in this door? Just takes you to the outside. Fair enough. Side piece on the go there. Then obviously we finish off with a windmill. It's going to generate you just under £3 a month. That is a big pack, but I must say that is an excellent pack. I mean, that cow barn, I love that. I mean, it's huge. You're going to need a decent bit of land just to place it down. But with the ramp up the side, you know, just chuck the straw in that hatch as well. And then you can, you know, facilitate putting your cows in at night by opening up those gates. I like this pack. Very nice. Right, next up is Cow Farm Pack. This is by Camillos0397, 27.52 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu. So if we go down into there like that. So the first one is going to be under farmhouses. So we'll click on that. They are 25 grand to buy. Obviously it's a farmhouse. Then move on. We've got under animals. We've got under the cows. So we have got that one there. 85 grand. It's going to hold 120 cows. And then move on to the next section, which is going to be up and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find this one. They are 47 grand, going to hold 200,000 litres. We'll then come to this one and we'll go into sheds. So we'll scroll back along for this one. They are 43 grand for that one. Then we'll move on to this one. We'll go back up into animals again, because this is going to be under sheep. So we'll scroll back. There we are, 45 grand for that one. 45 sheep going into there. Then the last building type of thing anyway is going to be under containers. So we'll scroll along for that, which is there. 10 grand liquid fertilizer tank, 12,000 litres. And the last bit of this pack is actually under decorations and others. So we've got these two here. So we've got the gate itself, which is that in one, including the wall parts. Then we come down to the second bit, which is fence. It's actually a brick wall, but if you click on it, you get it in sections. Now it does say put down in free mode for the walls. Just makes it easier. Fair enough. So you come up to the house. Obviously you've got your sleep trigger just there for you. For your cows, you've got your animal dialogue box just there. 120 going in. Then down the front, you've got your loading in point for your straw and your feed. Then we'll come around this side. You've got your taking out point for manure. Taking out point for your slurry. Taking out point for your milk. There they are, just chilling. I mean, that one there. An easy beef burger. All right, fair enough. Now we'll come over here. This is going to be your silo. So in the left-hand door, behind door number 1, is a bit of a shed. All right, fair enough. Can we open these doors? No, doesn't look like we can. All right, fair enough. Yeah, we can open that one. Just not that one. About from the outside. I can do that from the outside. Oh, it's one of those concertina doors. So you're not going to be able to open that one until that one's open. Right, got you. Fair enough. Then we'll come around and open up this door. It's going to be your silo. So load in and load out at the front there. And we'll come around this one. Obviously, it's a shed. I must admit, that looks nice. I mean, the texture on the metalwork and the concrete blocks on the bottom, that is ace. And we'll come down to the sheep. Now, there is, I would say, potentially a little bit of an issue. Depends on how you feed your sheep. We'll put it that way. So you've got your pallet spawn point for your wall there. Your animal dialogue box just there. 45 going in. And then you can open up all these doors if you wanted to, apart from this one. I couldn't get this one to open up. Now the issue I'm saying I had with it is, now I normally load meat animals with the feed straight into the trough out the back of a tractor, trailer, whatever. Now I used the trailer over there, the old 82 Studio one, and the doors flap open. Now if you reverse right up to it, you get the option to unload, but as soon as the doors flip out and then nudge it forward a little, you lose the trigger. Now you can chuck a bale in like I've done here, no problem. If you get something that loads over the top of that, you should be alright, but just bear that in mind if you are fancy using it. But still, it's a nice looking shed, sheep shed, whatever you want to call it. You come up here, obviously you've got your gate opening. That's a nice opening for a farm, I must admit. And you've got the texture work on the concrete. I like this pack. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Drawbar Front Weight. This is by Marius Fuse by Deutsch 631. I hope I pronounced that correctly. 2.86 megabyte on the download. As you can imagine, you're going to find underweight. So it's got a 500 kilo weight to it, 950 to buy. The only option is to change the main colour, so we'll go for that. Changes the weight slats, slices, sections, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, you need a weight for your tractor. This will do you nicely. Alright, next up is Axe. This is by JMZ, 0.18 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under chainsaws. So 50 to buy, nice and cheap. And then you come to it, get it out like that. And we'll come to it like that, spin it around, acts just like a normal chainsaw. Come to it, there we are. So we'll activate it. And there you are, chopping through a tree with an axe. Not the sort of chopping action normally, it's just a... Oh no, I missed the gate over there. It's just a standard chainsaw animation, mind you, but I like that. That's something different. You know, everyone has a chainsaw. Why not chop a tree down with an axe? Oh, excellent. Right, next up is the Flegel Lowy. This is by Huffy, 1.95 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under miscellaneous. Now, this is ace. It's got a 2 meter working width, but that's okay because you'll see what happens when we get it out. 1,862 to buy. You then got the option of blade, no or yes. You can then have adjustment aid, no or yes. You can then have attacher type, so pallet fork, so they'll slide straight into there like that. Front loader, telehandler, ballen clammer, alright, whatever that is, and then back to pallet fork. Now, what I will say is I've gone and got the telehandler version, and with the blade on, it won't attach. So just bear that in mind. And then you can change the colour of the blade, so you go for whichever one you like. There you are. Design colour, plastic or steel. It's going to do the bits on the bottom. Now, what this is for tidying up. So I've gone and got the telehandler version with me JCB. So to attach it, so you just come up to it like that. Obviously it needs to attach on the top. So you just spin it around like that. Job's a good one. Now what this does is just sweeps away the mess. So we'll lower it down like that. And we'll just pull into it. And it's disappearing this massive pile of grass. It's just getting rid of it. It's just yeeting it off the map. Oh, that is ace. I mean, if you ever made a mess, you know, dropped a massive load that you can't be bothered to pick it up, or you just want to get rid of it, this is the thing for you. Look at it. It's just demolishing this pile of grass. There's about 16,000 litres here. And it's just getting rid of it. Just like that. Oh, that is awesome. I love it. Right, next up is Pallet Truck. This is by JMZ, 1.21 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under miscellaneous and the vehicle category because it's a vehicle. 30 horsepower engine, although you push it yourself. So, all right, a human is 30 horsepower. Fair enough. Now, it says 500 kilowatt hours makes it electric. But it's a pump truck, so it's human powered. All right, fair enough. 6 mile an hour working speed, 1,500 to buy. You can change the main colour. You go for whichever one you want. Changes the main colour. Design colour, it's going to do the handle. Design colour again, it's going to do the wheels. And then design colour again, we'll go with purple. Changes all the mounting points. Now, obviously, this is for lifting pallets. Now, there is a... we've got to start it up with the engine like that. So we'll come into this pallet there, one with the seeds. Yep, no problem. It's got an ace animation on it. So normal moving as you would do with a standard vehicle. So we get into there like that. And then you do LB and right stick up and down. It pumps it up. That's brilliant. And then down again. Oh, that's ace. But now becomes the issue, because obviously that pallet was fine. If you go for one of these pallets, which would be like a Euro pallet, it won't go in the side. I mean, you've even got the option there to turn the pallet truck on, and it still won't go on the side, and it's too wide to go on the end of it either. Then if we come over to this one here, you've got the same thing. Come onto it, obviously you got that bottom of the pallet there, the wheel's stopping it, but also around the end as well, because there's no bottom to the pallet legs there. It won't go in. So if you're using the seed big bag pallets, then you're all right. If you're using pallets, then it just gets stuck. Bear that in mind. I mean, that's an ace animation when you pump it up. That is awesome. I think it's just a little limited with some of the pallets. Alright, fair enough. Right, next up is Harrow. This is by Kaya Mods, 4.02 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it, as you can imagine, under disc harrows. So it requires a 50 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed. It's only £1,000 to buy, so that's nice and cheap. You can change the main colour to any one of those, changes the main frame. Design colour, it's obviously going to do the bottom parts. Oh, that looks alright. That colour scheme, like the mustard yellow with the black discs. 3 meters, you're going to be doing it on small farms, small fields, that sort of thing. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard U484. This is by Backy, 9.8 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under subsoilers. So it requires 180 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 meter working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, 10.5 grand. So just like the previous one, it is going to be for your small fields, but there is no options. That looks amazing. I mean, you got the springs on the top, you got the spikes on the rollers at the back, like all the bolts. That looks brilliant. Oh, I do like that. I mean, this is definitely one for your small farming shenanigans, but that looks amazing. Right, next up is the Massey Ferguson Front Loader Series 2023. This is by AMG Gaming, 5.6 megabyte on the download, and as you can imagine, it's going to be found on the front loaders. So it requires 100 horsepower from your tractor, 8 grand. Then you've got the option FL 4121, 4222, or the 21. It just changes the name on it, to be fair, the sticker on the side, and adds 500 to the price. All right, fair enough. You then got with guide pole or without. Takes that off the front there. Then you've got hydraulic connector, so with hose, I'm going to put my teeth in, or without hose. What's around that side? There you are. Oh no, I'd leave that on. That looks alright actually. Then you got the main colour, red, black, or orange. Go with black. Oh yes. Yes indeed, that looks alright. When you've got a Massey Ferguson tractor on a front loader, you can match it all up. Right, next up is the Herculano S1 ET. This is by FSPT and Nonus, 9.88 megabyte on the download. And that name, does that mean it's like ET phone home? All right, fair enough. 3,600 litre capacity, 9.5 grand to buy. The option you got is to change the capacity to a bale trailer or back to 3,600. I like that. That's a nice little trailer. I mean, ET phone home. All right, carry on. Right, next up is the Stroutman 3-way tippers. This is by Agrar Modding, 26.22 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these two under trailers. So we've got the SKD 8001 and the SK 8001 TD. Obviously, the difference between the two is one's got a pivot axle and one hasn't. So I'm going to go into this one because I don't like those pivot axles. So it's got an 18,000 litre capacity. It's going to cost you 11,170. It's got configuration standard, 2/3, 1/3, and bale trailer, hydraulic back door. Fair enough. Then back to standard. Now, all right. So if it's standard 11,000 to buy, and you go for a 2/3 high one, which is only 12,000 litre, or a 1/3 version, 6,000 litre, shouldn't that be cheaper? Or is that just me? I mean, the bale trailer is the same price, and the hydraulic back door is the same price. All right, fair enough. The only other option is to change your wheels and tyres shenanigans. I mean, it's a nice looking trailer. Yeah. Right, next up is the Soda Mac Pack. This is by Universe Simu Modding, 48.54 megabyte on the download. You can find them in a couple of different places, so just come down to your mods and DLCs. It's a lot easier. So the first one is the MiG 8800. That's a great name, just like the fighter jet. 27,500 litre capacity. He's got a 24 metre working width because it's going to do your manure spreading for you. 9 mile an hour working speed, 156 grand to buy. Then you've got the option of EGL Performer. EGL Performer and extension puts it up to 34,000 litre capacity. Silage kit, and then EGL Performer. Usual shenanigans of the wheel bands and the tyres. Now I'd imagine with that silage kit, that's going to change it into a sort of trailer, really. Because it's taking that out the back. Obviously, it's taking all the spreaderage off the back because it can do all the silage stuff. Fair enough. We then got the KLE 2408. This is back to a normal standard trailer. So 34,200 litre capacity, 74 grand. The only options is to change the usual shenanigans of the wheel bands and the tyres. Although I do like that. That looks nice. The stainless steel on the red. Very nice. And we'll come out of that and we've got the KTP 21. So we're going down a little now. 9,500 litre capacity, 49 grand. Usual shenanigans of the wheel bands and the tyres again. Then we'll go to the next one, which is slightly bigger, the XEL, however you pronounce that, 6321 2020, 20,800 litre capacity, 36 grand. You got configuration standard, grain bodywork, silage bodywork, or standard. Usual shenanigans of the wheel bands and the tyres. Then we'll come to the last one, which is the XEL. We'll go with that. 8832 2020. It's got a 29,300 litre capacity, 59 grand. Again, configuration standard, grain bodywork, silage bodywork, or standard. And again, usual shenanigans to the wheel bands and the tyres. That's an alright pack, that is. I do like that one. The two-tone. Yeah, stainless steel on the red. I mean, if you're into your trailers, I mean, this is Sodimac. I don't believe we've seen that brand before either. Very nice. Right, next up is the Same Argon 3 series. This is by AE Modding, 12.86 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under small tractors. So it's got a 65 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 38 grand. I must say, I do like it. That looks ace. You've got the engine set up so you can change it from 65 up to 75, 85, and then back to 65. Usual shenanigans of the wheel bands and the tyres. Then we've got roof setup, standard, roof, or standard, so put a little canopy over the top. Fenders without or with or without. Then you've got front loader attacher, no. Quickie or no. Rim colour, we'll go with the usual. That's your options, red on pink. Fair enough. I like that though. A little canopy, open air farming. Very nice. And the last mod for the day is the Fendt 900 Vario Forestier. This is by Dojo Modding, 18.17 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under large tractors. And I must admit, standard version, that looks ace. Looks proper mean. 305 horsepower engine, 37 mile an hour top speed, 272 grand. You can then change the engine output to 336, 366, 396, or back to 305. You've got the usual shenanigans of the wheel bands and the tyres. Come down to designs. You've got standard, design forestry. That looks epic. Something out of Mad Max. Oh, brilliant. Or standard. Now, leave that on. That's ace. Then you've got extinguisher. No or yes. All right, where's the extinguisher? I imagine it's going to be inside, isn't it? Is it? Oh, it's just behind the front wheel there. Fair enough. You then come down, you've got warning signs, yes or no. You've got main colour, green, communal, or black. Yes. That is ace. Then you've got grid. Oh, let's go for chrome. I can't really see it underneath. Got rim colour. Go for orange. All right, let's take the... Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Look at that. That's ace. Well, I'll go for the grey wheels. Not sort of a black beauty, mind you, but still. See, with that design forestry on. And we'll go with the black wheels, actually. We'll go with the black ones. That looks proper mean. Oh, love it. I got a couple of updates as well. So we've got the Sin Track by ITS, the Fendt 700 Vario series by Schnibble Modding, the Pinnacle 6x4 Tanker by Farm Mods TV, the Lizard Sam 3T by Speedy, and the IPC and Pallet Stack by AW Modding ABP team. So this is a current testing list that Giants are working on, and there's 10 on there for console, so that's alright. And that's your mods done for you. Drop it in the comments below. Which one's your favourite? We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.